when you hear anti-abortion Republicans talking about increasing options for adoption, that's not a good thing. I don't think people realize that. That's not a good thing. It's actively bad. If you don't know me, if you don't know my work, I publish a newsletter every day on abortion. I am researching and tracking this stuff constantly, including anti-choice strategy. And one of the things I've noticed over the last few months is that Republicans are hyper-focused on adoption as a solution for the harm that they're causing by abortion bans. And one of the things they're doing three things. And all of these things taken together mean instead of helping women and families, they are pressuring people to give up their kids and basically directing them into evangelical Christian homes. So, for real. So the first thing they're doing is they are streamlining the adoption process. They are making it easier to terminate people's parental rights. Live in New York. It's going to be loud here always. So in a place like Tennessee, for example, where it used to be you had to meet up with a judge in person, maybe a social worker, before you could terminate your parental rights, now they can do that over Zoom. So they're trying to make it really easy to terminate your parental rights. And we also know whose parental rights they're going to go after, and it's not going to be like well-off white women's, right? The second thing they're doing is they're massively increasing taxpayer funding to crisis pregnancy centers. These centers are places that have established relationships with evangelical Christian private adoption agencies. And so when like a vulnerable teenager who doesn't want to be pregnant goes in there, they will direct her to that agency, they will pressure her. And of course we know that they give out tremendous amount of misinformation, scare tactics are involved. And this leads to the third thing. Conservatives, and I uncovered like a strategy document where they are planning on doing this. They're planning on opening a national network of maternity homes. If you don't know what maternity homes are, look them up. It's not pretty. It is a place where they used to send off unmarried women, teenagers who got pregnant, to have them give birth in secret, pressure them to give up their babies. Not only do they want to open a national network of maternity homes, they want them to be run by crisis pregnancy centers. So imagine like the misinformation and scare tactics of a crisis pregnancy center, except you live there. And not only that, they have all these rules about living there, like you have to give up your phone, you have a curfew, you need to earn privileges to have a night out, and they're targeting the most vulnerable among us. They're targeting people who may not have a roof over their head unless they stayed in these places. And so you have all those things taken together, right? Crisis pregnancy centers shuttling people off to maternity homes. You have the ease of terminating parental rights. And so you have this situation where their solution to forcing people into pregnancy is basically putting them in this system where they're going to make it easier to take their kids away. And I need to make sure people are paying attention to this. That's what Republicans are talking about when they say they're going to increase options for adoption.